Oh, set you down for a second. Insanity today. I have had the most insane freaking day. First of all, this morning I had an idea. Well, I kind of had the idea yesterday, but this morning I made it real. I started thinking about it as a real thing. It's called Xemory. Sounds a little bit weird when you say it, but you just think of the word memory, and instead of an M, there's an X. Now, where Xemory came from is my fear, my own fear of losing my mother. To be quite honest. And I haven't lost my mother. She's still alive. But I used to think to myself, what could I do to save her? How could I make her immortal? And it's just impossible because we are mortal. And I always thought, what if we could transfer our consciousness into, another body? We've all thought that, right? We've all wanted to do that, and we know that's not possible either, right? Yet. So, we now have AI. We now have audio gen capabilities. We have mocap, fucking people are doing mocap in their living room now. Things have changed. So this is my official announcement of the company Xemory. I am starting this company, and its core premise will be to bring the essence of a human being back to family members or friends, with the permission of family, of course. And this is something that can only be done by family. Okay, so you're not going to be able to do this with a buddy, right? This is something that can only be done by family unless they don't have family. I don't know. I'm going to have to work on that. But there's going to be ethical guidelines. Okay, just like there will be, just like there is on everything else AI. Right? So I'm not going to go over the whole process as far as like the differences in what they're doing now. But there's nobody is doing this. Nobody is doing this. There are a few companies that are doing things along the same lines, like Story. What is it? Story. Hold on, I can't remember the name of the company. The name of the company is. Okay, it's Storyfile. So there's Storyfile, and that's like conversational video Q&A, and they're pre-recorded answers. What's up, guys? How you doing? We're talking about Xemory. Bear with me. So Xemory, essentially what it is you're bringing the essence of a human being back to family members, right? You have to do this, obviously, before somebody passes, but what you're doing is you're bringing... essentially what it is you're mapping out a person, and you're creating their AI avatar twin that can be there after a family member passes. So say you and your mother talk about it, and you're like, hey, will you do the 3-hour, Xemory course? And she's like, oh yeah, absolutely. And then they do it. And after she dies, he can still ask her advice. He can still talk to her. He can still be comforted by the idea of her memory, and it is a very ethical, weird thing. And it's going to be something that people are going to have to talk about amongst themselves and figure out if they like it or not. But I'm willing to take that risk. I think it's beautiful. So I'm building an MVP right now. Been working my ass off for the last 8 hours or so. And yeah, so it's looking really cool. Some of the things that I've been going over is how to actually collect the data, because collecting the data is probably going to be the biggest challenge. It's really when you're collecting data from somebody, like say you want to map somebody's voice out and the way they speak, you'll have them read from a set of prompts, right? Like you're just reading off a paper. I don't want to do it that way. I want to map out somebody's the way somebody speaks with emotion and intensity, or the way, however it is, their unique way of speaking by having a back and forth with either a human being or an AI guide. And there'll be 2 tiers, right? So say you sign up and there's like the freemium tier with the AI onboarding, and then if you want to pay or whatever, then you can actually connect with a human being that will work for Xemory and sit down with you on the phone and talk to you for the however long it takes to build up that data. And there's many different ways. I want facial expressions to be captured. What's up, guys? How you doing, Art Buddy? I want facial expressions. Thank you for the like, to be captured by somebody. Like, okay, so facial expressions are captured a lot of times. No, it would be extremely expensive, thousands of dollars. No, I'm just kidding. It would be very affordable. We would make it affordable because we don't want it to be something that's stupid expensive and nobody can afford it, right? We want just like regular run-of-the-mill people to be able to afford it. It's going to be a service that will be affordable enough to be like, yeah, that's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe a little bit of Abraham, a little bit. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so motion capture, right? A lot of times when you do motion capture, you'll go through prompts that'll say, make a sad face, make a happy face. No, we won't do it that way. The way we're going to do it is we're going to create a video that is going to push for certain different expressions, and in the midst of doing that, you're also going to get more data for how people react to different circumstances. Like, for instance, if we were to create a video of somebody stepping on a bug and collect the data of the person's reaction to that bug being stepped on, somebody might go, somebody might go, aw, or something like that. But then the video keeps playing and the bug lifts the foot off of it and tosses the person across the road, right? And then the person notices that the bug hasn't been squashed and is like, right? So it pushes for the motion capture to be extremely natural. You're getting a very, very natural flow of data instead of just asking somebody to make an expression. Right now I'm talking about motion capture and getting the collected data in a very natural way instead of just asking somebody to make a face. I'm starting a company called Xemory, and it's basically what it is you're capturing the essence of a person in the form of a digital AI avatar. The way they talk, the way they answer you, the facial expressions they make. It'll be the biggest challenge with this is getting the initial onboarding process, because this isn't very difficult. I could do this. The biggest challenge is getting the test right, getting the onboarding process down time-wise, because the way I'm looking at it right now, it's a couple hours minimum. But if we want to get this done and have people actually do it and not quit halfway through, because people do not have long attention spans, unfortunately. We have very short attention spans generally. And if you ask somebody to go through a 3-hour onboarding process, they're probably going to look at you like you're stupid. I know my mother would probably not make it through it, if I'm being honest. So I'm working on how to make that process 30 minutes or less. Yeah. 30 minutes or less. I think that's that's what I need to strive for it to be a viable product. Quite honestly, I don't think it'll be a viable product if I have a 2-hour onboarding process. I don't think it'll work. Of course, I could be wrong. It depends on how much. It really depends on how much. How much. Why am I blanking out right now? Demand there is for this, because I think there would be a fucking lot of demand for it. I think it's going to be a kick-ass app. I mean, think about it. You can legit copy like your little brother. And if he's gonna go to Afghanistan, he's gonna go to war, right? But you have had your little brother around your whole life. You know, you're 25. You guys hang out every fucking day, and it sucks. And he's got to go to Afghanistan to war, right? Just this is a metaphor. This is you know, it's a thing. And before he goes, you do the onboarding process. You get his AI avatar mapped out. That way, while he's gone, dude, if you're like fucking, you want to ask some advice about a girl or whatever the case may be, it's just, you know, pick anything, and you'll be able to talk to your loved ones. This is, I think, where this is going to excel is going to be like post-mortem, you know, because I'm a mama's boy, straight up. I'm a mama's boy. I don't give a fuck. I'll admit it. I'm a mama's boy all day, and I'm gonna be like broken when I lose my mother. It's gonna kill me, dude. It's gonna suck. We fight a lot, but love my mama. You know, obviously everybody loves your mom. But I feel like this is an opportunity for us to really figure something out about us, you know, and how we react to being able to do something like this, you know. This is important. But I just wanted to tell you guys about that. I wanted to hop on real quick and kind of get it out there, whatever. I hope everybody's having a killer night. And even if nobody's interested now, I hope with all of the videos that I'm going to be making in the next few days and the coming weeks, we'll kind of give you a little bit clearer look at the bigger picture that I'm working on, because it's just, I really think there's a lot of potential to this, and I think Xemory is going to go very far. And honestly, I think OpenAI should be my goal. I think I should be shooting for OpenAI because OpenAI is the best, and that's who I want running Xemory. You know? So yeah, that would be all for today. I hope everybody's having a killer night, like I said before, and I will be back on this evening at probably between 8 and 9 Pacific Standard Time to play Sons of the Forest. Very, very scary, fun horror game. Okay, so that I'll be on then. See you guys later. Thanks for watching, and thank you for liking. Bye.